Footy! Footy. I'm introducing the Americans to football, and it's hard because it's a very poorly officiated game, and they can tell within a minute. Like I sat down with people in Denver, Colorado. I did a show and had all these Americans, and they said, we're going to watch the AFL. And we put it on, and I'd explain the rules, and then within a minute they're going, but that you said that would have been holding the ball. And I'm going, yeah. I don't have any supplementary information for you to explain what we've just said. But that was that in the back? It didn't. That was more in the. That's the new exciting thing about contemporary AFL is it's a mystery. They're all running around and having a good time, and who knows what's going to happen. It's hard. All the Americans see AFL. And to the last, they say the same thing. They say, when black guys find out about this sport, it's over for you. Which is not true. It's a genuinely multicultural game. You need people from all different races to play AFL. You do need one big South Sudanese man up there. You feel bad if the other team has a huge South Sudanese man who spent 18 years in a refugee camp, and he's been in Australia for 3 weeks. And then when they go to interview him, he's like, yeah, nah, it's good, eh? And how have you picked up that accent so quickly? Some people pick it up quick. Anyway, this is a tangent. Some races pick up Australianisms really fast. Some very slow. Japanese people can be here for 20 years and they're still being discreet and respectful and standing very still. Vietnamese people, a month goes by, they've got a Commodore, they're calling you a pufta. Countries are very close together. Surely we've all noticed this. Anyway, it's necessary that you have a huge Sudanese man out the back. The other one is you need an Aboriginal in the forward pocket. You need a small Aboriginal man in the... We could name 8 of them now if we wanted to. It's necessary. Yeah, mercurial. We use the word mercurial because we can't say sneaky. But sneaky would be terrible. Mercurial is like, ooh! Mercurial small forward. And you've got to have one. The Crows had one. We had Eddie Betts. He was outstanding. And then he left the club because there was some trouble. And then there was even more trouble with the next mercurial small forward we had at the club, Tyson Stengel, who was a great player, but he was getting on the cocaine, and we said, can you stop doing that? And he said, oh, just go to Geelong, it's fine. And then during that time, Taylor Walker, who's our best player, said something racist against Aboriginal people, and it would have been very easy for the club at that point to say no more Aboriginal players, because we can't be trusted. It's going to be we've had Taylor Walker here for 18 years. We've given him a lot of diversity training. If he's not got it by now, maybe he's just never getting it. Also, we're not getting rid of Taylor Walker. So that's the easy road forward. Is not to say no Aboriginal guys in that position, but just do it and shut up, you know. But we didn't. We love it so much. We went out and we paid a huge amount of money for Isaac Rankin, who's another. But isn't that interesting? I love Isaac Rankin so much, and I don't understand why he's been given 4 weeks for just a casual concussing of a man. I think that's absolutely...
You leave that in the back of the skull.
Well, it is... It's hard to say it wasn't high because the man was concussed. Like he did concuss a guy. I'm shocked that he managed to concuss a guy with his shoulder in the chest. But that's the sort of mercurial performance Isaac Rankin is capable. I love it. I love him. I love him so much. My daughter has a badge of him. And she says, that's the badge boy. Because I took her and I bought the badge and then he kicked 5 that game. I'll never be able to say this on stage again, but I may as well say it now. Why don't I think, when we hired Isaac Rankin and he played his first game, I think he kicked 0 goals and 8 behinds in the first game. Does anyone remember that? That's so good. I mean, it was bad. It was bad for winning the game, but like even deep in the third quarter, you've kicked 6 behinds from set shots in a row. He's still going, give me the ball. It's going to turn around for me. And you go, that's what we've been fucking missing, Isaac. I mean, it would be great at some point if you started kicking these through the big sticks. And he did. But that's the sort of, you know what? Give me the ball. That's not You can't train for that. The other ethnic position you need in the AFL is, I've heard it referred to as the bulldog. You need... Do you know what I'm talking about? Say a couple. Silvani's a perfect example of the bulwark. Rashudo was a bulwark. Tom Liberatore, Christian Petrarca. You're supposed to get anyway. And I don't know what it is about the Wogs in that position that's so good. They have such energy and such like, yeah, fuck it, I can do whatever. I'm Marcus Bontempelli. I do whatever the fuck I want. I think it's that they have all had a really early puberty. All the Wogs have earlier puberty. And you go out and you watch some grade sevens play football, and it's just petite little Anglos and 4 massive Wogs. And they're fucking full beards, hairy chests, calves the size of galaxies, and they're knocking people down. And then, sadly, by year 10, they are mostly the shortest boys on the team. And then they've got to live their whole lives with that weird... And they turn into that. But the ones who don't have that, the ones who have maintained the confidence of a 13-year-old boy, I mean, all the way through the career, that's very important as centre-half forward. That's you need just on the wing, moving in and out of the midfield. Rochelli's not doing it. He could. That's why we hired him. We said, hold on, he's Rochelli. Get him. He looks like he might have had an early puberty. Get him in there. And then I'm sorry for talking about football so much.